massive damage in what looks to be...
More fighting could erupt at any moment.
Certainly confusing times. The question of where to place loyalty.
Across the inner sphere, the civil war between the noble houses continues.
Open warfare has divided the Federated Commonwealth in several...
The conflict between House Steiner and House Davion rages on.
New tensions in the Chaos March threaten to again spark fighting between former comrades. Colonel David Renard and his executive officer Major Kelly have peacefully divided the command of their forces on Carver 5. The longtime friends carefully separated their troops into House Steiner and House Davion military containment zones. Colonel Renard had this to say about the Davion withdrawal.
We needed time to regroup, to look at ourselves, ask who we were. Where did our loyalties truly lie? For me, and the brave men and women under my command, the answer was clear. They were with Archon Katrina Steiner. They weren't with any rebels. But I am here to tell you, the first shot will not be fired by anyone under my command.
This was the scene on Carver 5 just 2 days ago. In a series of daring raids, a bandit army consisting of tanks and light battle mechs seized several Steiner outposts, stealing supplies and capturing several weapon facilities.
Archon Katrina Steiner was quick to rule out the deployment of additional troops to deal with the bandit threat.
Sending additional Steiner forces to Carver 5 will give the Davion rebels another excuse to bathe a peaceful planet in blood. An alternative solution must be found.
Nerves are certainly frayed in the Steiner territory.
Refugees continue to stream from the planet.
Still more bandit attacks.
The mercenaries are due to arrive shortly, ending weeks of speculation.
I'll ask you again. Was it smart for the Archon to hire mercenaries to deal with the bandit army on Carver 5?
Of course it was smart. It was the best thing she could have done. Think about it. Mercenaries don't care about sides or politics. They care about getting paid. All of the great houses use them. Liao, Karita, Merrick, even your precious Davians use them. That's why the Davion commander has agreed to this solution. Kelly knows that once the bandits are dealt with, the mercenaries will pull out.
Looks like we're already famous, Commander. They think we won't be staying long, but based on the supplies you ordered, I'd say you've got other plans.
Hello again, Wilkommen. With this video I wanted to start my playthrough of MechCommander 2. With MechCommander 2 I got mixed feelings. I never liked it as much as the first one. It's a good game, it's just a bit different. There's some aspects that I liked way more than in the first one, and some aspects I kinda disliked a little. But I will talk about this more during the different missions and such, to not make this introduction too long. First of all, I've chosen to play this on Veteran with limited ammo. I mean, in theory I could go unlimited ammo. It would make a lot of stuff easier, especially configuration wise. It would open up more options. Maybe during the campaign I'm thinking about going unlimited, but at this point I just don't feel this is the right thing to do. I don't know, it feels strange. Kind of cheating. Why I go Veteran instead of Elite is I feel Elite is just the obnoxious mode. It's Veteran feels a bit like the hard mode in Mech Commander in the original one, while Elite is just it's just not fun. It's like your Mechwarriors, even though they hit, they don't do damage, and enemies, even the smallest ones, are pretty much doing bad stuff to your mechs and your pilots. And I know, I kind of want to enjoy my playthrough at least a bit, so I'm just going with Veteran. I like a tactical challenge and stuff like that, to not always be just, let's say, mindlessly run into enemies and just slaughter them, because of the easiness. But Elite is just not worth it in my opinion. It's really not fun to play it like that. Also, it would take way too long. I would have to replay many missions so often. For this, yeah, for this playthrough I'm just going with Veteran. Not too proud of it, but if you ever tried this yourself, you know Elite is obnoxious. Well, let's go right into the first mission. We are on Carver 5 campaign. We are finally working for the only true house, House Steiner, that is. Jawohl. from German descendants. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't care what house we are fighting for, we are mercs. We fight for anyone that pays enough. Ah yeah, I went with white mechs with orange stripes just cause I like it.
This tactical
Live with
officer
it.
reacts. Alright, sir, we're online. Bedcom software is pretty reliable, but we need to run some systems checks to make sure we're fully operational. At the beginning of each mission, you should review our objectives. You can access them at any time by hitting the objectives button.
Welcome to Carver 5, Commander. I'm Colonel Renard. While under contract with House Steiner, you will be taking your orders from me. A bandit scouting
Objective
party is
complete.
entered the area. I suspect they're here to get a glimpse of you. Time to earn your money.
Alright. And let's destroy that filthy hangar.
Objective
Let's do a
complete.
weapon test before we engage any hostiles. Order all units to destroy that hangar over there.
Yeah, I did that. Thank you. Oh, some infantry. And there's some nice, that's some of the nice aspects. There's more variety and more realistic stuff. I mean, there was, in theory, there is people dumb enough to take an assault rifle and try to fight a mech in this universe, so yeah.
Long shot here. Target locked in.
Also, I like how the damage is visually projected more than in the original one. I mean, on these little vehicles it's not that good to see, but on the mechs it looks kind of nice how they get staggered with rocket hits and AC hits and stuff like that. It's a little more detailed than the original one. I mean, this mission shouldn't be a challenge. If for some reason veteran feels way too easy, I will still change back to the elite mode. But at this point I just want to go with veteran. Because I remember bad things about playing it at elite. Really, really bad things. I like that they actually made those vehicles hovercrafts, no? Or basically anti-grav, whatever you want to call it.
Nice work, Commander. We should repair our units before engaging more enemies. Check your support tab and call in a repair truck. Remember that support is limited by our resource points, or RPs, so don't waste them.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that. Hey, that's way different than in the original one. You got these support tab and support points, I think per mission they were. You can just spend them freely. But it's also a little bit annoying, as you need to spend these points on salvaging mechs. You cannot get them randomly, I think, if I'm correct. But then again, you can get, I think, any mech basically. No matter how damaged they are.
Flash here. Back in action.
Even though I'm also not too... I mean, if they explode, you cannot salvage them anymore. But in theory, like every mech that doesn't explode, you can still salvage, if I remember correctly.
Long shot here. Good to go.
Also, I don't like the graphics as much. I think the old one actually aged a little better than this early 3D graphics. I mean, the mechs themselves, they look kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, those models are totally okay, but the background, especially the ground itself, is so
Objective
ugly.
complete.
I don't like that.
Sir, we've got more bandits on the other side of this forest. Even though our line of sight is blocked, we can still detect them using the sensors on our Razorback scout mech.
Yeah, we should be able to shoot them actually, even though we don't see them with LRMs.
Long shot here. Copy target.
Right, in theory. What is that? Oh, level max. Ah, yeah. Probably shouldn't have closed him on them like that. Then again, they should take too much of a beating. I like that you can just walk through woods now, or forests. That's way more realistic, obviously. Like fighting inside forests and woods is basically a staple in the universe of Mechwarrior. Why would they have mechs like Timberwolf or Mad Cat if they don't find a wolf? Nah, I'm just kidding. I mean, every mech can fight one. But this is obviously way better than the original one. I really don't like what's happening right now. Come on, guys, you can do it. I think all our Mechwarriors are pretty much greenhorns still. But these urbans are taking a little more than I like. Damage-wise, that is.
I copy.
Come on, guys, at least kill one of them. I'm doing a full retreat, I think.
I'm taking you out.
I think I got one.
Long shot here. Target
It's a little hard to spot them.
won't be a problem.
I think I needed to readjust the volume after this mission a little bit more. It seems to be still a little bit loud, the sound effect. I have to see how it is in the video later on, if they overlap my voice too much. Oh yeah, that was freaking loud. That was freaking loud. Probably totally overlapped my voice.
Target confirmed. Axon here. Won't be a problem.
Also nice, you can do control groups, like typical STR, like control
Here's a
plus
good
one
opportunity to salvage
to make a
human
control
Mech
group.
Commander.
But
Select the salvage craft from our support tab and target a disabled urban mech. One of our Mechwarriors will fly in and take control of it.
sorry, I didn't want to talk over her. What was I about to say? Jesus, I lost track. Control groups, yeah, but the F1 key doesn't work anymore for like your first mech lands or whatever we want to call it. If you push F1, you will see this screen, which is nice. It's the hotkeys again, but this might happen a little more often that you see the screen because of me being used to pushing F1 still. But you see, that wasn't even intended. Oh my god. But yeah, and now I got them on control group 1, which is pretty, you know, see. 1, 2, 1, 2. But just that further. Let's keep on with the mission. This one is pretty straightforward, really not much of a challenge. I like that we got 2 hunchbacks already. And what was that? Was that a fire ant? No, it's a... what? Razorback. Oh. And there's also a nice bigger variety of mechs in this game compared to the first one. So this is also pretty good.
Mech power-up detected. These guys are pretty well.
Oh yeah, almost forgot to take one of those urbans as salvage. Finding them again might not be that... I cannot take that one. Did both of them explode? Oh no, there's the other. Yeah, it also exploded. That's kind of disappointing. I need the map again, please. Thank you. I was a little unresponsive there. But maybe I can take the Star Slayer if I'm lucky enough. And not completely wreck him. Let's actually try the focusing on the head, if that works. Probably not with our gunnery skills. Okay, let's go back to regular shooting. That was pretty bad. To be honest, I tried to remember if I actually would have to repilot my bushwhacker now if I want to keep him. Okay, yeah, this is by the way just veteran. This is not a legion. I was concerned this might be too easy. No, that is yeah. Veteran can also be pretty obnoxious. I mean, this is literally Star Slayer is a 40-ton mech. I'm not exactly sure anymore, but I think he was. Oh, 50 tons, okay. With 3 lasers and 3 SIMs and 2 large. What the fuck is pretty good. Okay, I just realized the Star Slayer is quite a good mech. I didn't have that one on my screen anymore. Okay, is there a quick save? No? Okay. Okay. Man, my pilots are bad. Okay, I guess we won for some reason. Oh yeah, in theory all mechs are at the extraction point. Yeah, that's pretty much correct. Even though none of our mechs is left.
Mission successful.
Are they serious?
Mechwarrior promoted
Oh
to
my
regular.
god, this is already starting pretty straight. This is, by the way, this upgrade aspect is also one of the things I really liked about Mechwarrior 2. You can like give them certain specialities like laser, light autocannon, medium autocannon, SIMs and such. Yeah, sensor, even toughness. First of all, you will see me taking lasers often, because lasers are just very reliable weapons. Got us another regular.
Promoted to regular.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is like, hold on. I just remembered I lost all mechs. This is already funny. I don't know. This is starting off with this wonky shit. Is unbelievable.
Our orders are to...
Let's have
This
just...
is our Mech Bay Commander. Here
Okay,
we decide which mechs we take on the next mission by placing them on the deployment.
Okay, I don't have any mechs. Or do I?
This
No.
is where you can purchase battle mechs
Yeah.
from our current employer. Most houses offer different mechs depending on how much service we've provided. So the longer we've been working with them, the better our choices are. I check back here every few missions to see if we've got something new.
I don't like the hunchback model in this game. I mean, it looks pretty exact, but the other one looked bulkier in the original, but yeah, never mind. So yeah, we lost all our mechs, so I guess I have to replay this. Okay, I just thought of something. Just for this one mission, because it's not really interesting and overall just basically an introduction. Think I'm gonna replay it basically off screen. Leave it as is because of the commentary, as it's hard to reenact like what I naturally said, because I'm not using any scripts here or something like that. I'm just basically talking while I'm playing and whatever comes to my mind, which might be obvious, but maybe not. So yeah, thank you for coming by. This was the first mission. I'm definitely gonna replay it, save all my mechs. I think it's possible. I just have to do this one more time. This was just very unlucky. I mean, even with it started with the urban mechs that did not want to die, however you want to call it, and then that Star Slayer just came in and vaporized 3 mechs that in theory should easily have been able to kill him. So yeah, this was quite a funny start already that we like finished this mission. But in theory, also we saw everything of the mission. There was nothing more to be seen. Like afterwards there was just the extraction, I think. Well, I will see. If there was anything more, I'm gonna add it. But for now, this is it. Thank you very much. You are welcome to flame me in the commentary how bad that was. And while I'm not replaying this properly. So yeah, this is quite a funny start to the campaign, I'd say, but as this is the first mission, I don't see much sense in redoing it without or with like fake commentary or non-natural commentary. Sorry. I hope you will be back for the next episode. Thank you very much for coming by. Have a great day. See you soon.